Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Rick Ritter, here kicking it with head football coach Isaac Collins. And we got another great show lined up for you today as we're coming off a 36-21 win at Kings. We'll be bringing on the players of the game from that win today, along with two of our guest coaches who will be stopping by the set to join us and talk some football. Coach Collins, how you doing today? You enjoying your day off, resting up the legs?
Doing great. Definitely trying to recover.
You got to rest up them legs. You've been working hard. Now, Coach, we got our second conference win Saturday versus Kings. You know, it put us at 2-0 and a four-place tie for first place in the MAC. You know, we're satisfied with what's going on and where we are, and we're happy, but by no means we're satisfied in general. You know, we know what the long-term goal is here, and we know what we're trying to reach. Talk about how important it is for us to stay focused and to stay on track.
Well, I think as we've talked, all season long, our mission was to get to this point and be in the hunt. Being 2-0, four-way tie in the MAC, we're definitely right where we want to be. And I think for us, it's about getting better each week. And you can definitely see from week one to where we're at right now that there's a big, big difference in the way we're playing football. Now, before we get into the highlights from Saturday, I want to introduce our two guest coaches that we have with us today. My wide receiver coach, Pal Miller, and our defensive assistant coach, Mark Lordai. Guys, we appreciate you taking the time to join us today. And I know you've been waiting a while to get on here. How you doing?
Oh, it's been a good time and been waiting to get up here.
All right, we're going to start with you, Coach Miller, since you're so excited today. Let's start with you. Everyone knows that you're a Southern guy. You came to Widener from Appalachian State, real good D1 school. Talk about the things that you've been trying to bring here since you started here last spring, and start trying to teach us kids and stuff like that.
Coming from App, it's a great atmosphere, and I think that's one thing that we're building here. And Coach Collins has done a great job is bringing the intensity on the field. Not necessarily, a great Division I program, but the intensity of our players has just jumped off the page, and especially the wide receivers. We've just been playing so well and becoming a unit. And that's the good thing, is the wide receivers, we break it down on together every day. And that's a good thing, is bringing a unity to our wide receiver corps. It's one thing we've been trying to build, especially with the wide receivers.
Now, Coach Lordai, this is your first year here as well, but a little different story for you. You played at Ursinus for 4 years, just graduated from college last year, playing football there, and now you come in and you're a coach yourself. What's it been like for you adjusting to becoming a coach?
Well, it's different. It's very different. I've been, blessed to get this job, be able to come work with you guys. But I started playing football when I was 6 years old, and I knew that it's something that I wanted to do with the rest of my life. I don't know life without football, so I'm very fortunate to be able to continue, being a coach and being around football. But it's really different. Different hours, different things you have to think about. All the stuff I'm trying to figure out. But it's been, Coach Collins has made it an easy transition for me, helping me out as much as I can. But I'm enjoying it.
Now, Coach Miller, I know you just touched on unity with us wide receivers, but talk about some of the other things that you're trying to teach myself and the other guys, not only on the field, but off the field as well.
A few things on the field are finishing the routes, getting to the top half of the route and not being lackadaisical, run every route. One thing we have is wide receivers, we're the track team. We're just lucky enough to catch footballs. And trying to teach a mentality of that, of domination and dominating your player or your opponent every play. That's a key thing on the field. Off the field, getting into the weight room and getting in there and getting in the film room. And that's a good thing we've been doing. You and a few of the other guys coming in and watching extra film. That's a big thing.
Now, Coach Lordai, your time so far here, you're around a bunch of experienced guys. It's different for you, a lot of older guys, since you're the youngest guy on the staff. Talk about the things you've learned so far coaching here at Widener.
Well, the first thing that was stressed to me, and that I'll carry with me for the rest of my career as a coach, is that you always have to be a student of the game, and it doesn't matter. I came from a system that I played in for 4 years that I knew like the back of my hand. They could throw a wrinkle in at me and it wouldn't faze me, but there's a world beyond that, and just learning new things and just always remembering that people can figure out new things that you have to just ask questions about. Like I was learning the system when we first started here, just continued to ask questions, and that's really the most important thing that I've picked up from all the other guys, is that you don't know everything, but try and figure it out as best you can.
Now, for each of you guys, what are some of the things that you're looking to accomplish here in your first year at Widener? We'll start with you, Coach Miller.
One of the things I want to accomplish is, of course, a conference championship. But us as a wide receiver corps, I'd love to be able to, have over 1,000 yards receiving as a corps. Maybe a few more touchdowns than what we already have. But just an intensity on the field that nobody in our conference can match, and everybody in our conference thinks that's a tough group of players. I'd never want to play against them again. That's what we're trying to build towards.
How about you, Coach Lordai?
Well, for the team, obviously, I want a conference championship. You know, it's what we're all here to do. On a personal level, I want to, you know, develop my skills. You know, as a young coach, kind of learn as much as I can as I go, and I want to basically give myself the skill set that I need, so that, you know, when I, you know, move on, whether it's to a higher position or wherever it may be, that I'm, you know, in a position where I know what I'm doing and I can be, you know, a good coach.
Now, Coach Miller, you've had that beard for a couple years now. You know, you haven't shaved it off at all. You know, people say you got the same beard as Zach Galifianakis from The Hangover. You know, right here, right now, I want to make a deal. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if we win the MAC conference? Will you shave that beard off?
Yeah, I will.
You will?
We'll shake
so
on
we're shaking
that.
on that right now.
We'll
We got
shake
that
on
on
that.
camera.
We'll shake on that.
All
if
right,
we win
MAC
conference.
Coach Miller has to shave that beard off in the locker room too. I'm talking right after the game, after we get back.
All right.
All right. Now, Coach Lordai, you know, I don't want to put you on the spot, but who is your favorite coach on the staff? Maybe the guy that you'd like to hang out with the most, maybe go out, maybe party with a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's a tough question. There's quite a few different ways I can answer that. I know Coach Miller's staring at me right now. I don't know if he's on camera right now or not. But I've developed a lot of good relationships with a lot of the coaches. We all kind of keep each other sane. You know, we watch this, you know, as a unit staff, you know, on Wednesday nights when it gets put up, and I know we're going to be watching and laughing about this one. But for sheer entertainment, I have to say Coach Williams, because as you know, as frustrating as days get, he can always make you laugh by just making some offhand comment. And I don't mean to offend any of the other coaches. You know, I'm sure I'll catch hell for this anyway. But yeah, I'll go with Coach Williams.
So you're picking Coach Williams, huh?
Oh, wow.
I think that's a pretty solid choice, though. I can't argue that. Guys, we appreciate you taking the time to join us, and we definitely hope to see you back in the future. Really appreciate it, coaches. Thank you.